I'm not kidding. That's exactly how it happened.
Okay, let me explain. One day I was sitting in my room, bored as usual. But then I got a notification on my phone that said I could fly to Japan for just $100. So I did what every rational person in the world would do, and now I'm in Tokyo. After arriving, I was eager to explore the city, and luckily I had a buddy in town. This is Chema, and there's only one thing in the world that makes him smile like this.
7-Eleven, the best place in Japan.
If you're from North America, this may sound weird, because when you think of 7-Eleven, you think of a greasy gas station that you wouldn't want to be caught dead in. But here in Japan, some may call it a delicacy. Okay, maybe not that far, but unlike the North American version, they have a wide variety of ready-to-go meals that taste really good and seem a lot healthier. Oh, and there's literally one on every corner.
You need to try these. I'm getting two, man. I'm getting two. I swear, I could eat these every day. And I do.
After grabbing a snack, I thought it would be a fun idea to go straight into the most chaotic part of the city. Right away, we went up to the rooftop to scout out the area to see what it was like from above. But once you go down, the craziness goes to another level. And of course, we had to end the night with my favorite Japanese meal. Now, it may not look like much, but trust me, this is delicious. And in this case, also the hottest meal too.
Oh my god. That was so hot. It was so good.
Somehow, the next morning, Chema convinced me to wake up for sunrise and take the subway across the city. And safe to say, I was feeling it.
나랑 놀아 오늘이 끝날 때까지 나랑 놀아 오늘이 끝날 때까지 나는 너랑 놀고 싶지 let's party 나는 너를 갖고 싶지 아직까지 You're my sunshine 날 비춰주는 sunshine Baby you too fine 날 웃게 해줘 sunshine 오늘따라 왜 이리 밖에 나가야 할 것 같은 느낌이 들어 나 누가 날 기다리니 내 아이폰은 ringing 항상 오직 내게 연락 주기는 kelly 날씨 너는 어디 가지 라면 물음표를 내게 던져 baby 고민하지 말고 덤벼 어떤 것도 우릴 방해하지 않아 영원할 것만
It was really cool to see the more traditional side of Japan, where in this temple, everyone is welcome to write their wishes and prayers on these wooden tablets.
놀아 오늘이 끝날 때까지 나랑 놀아 오늘이 끝날 때까지 나는 너랑 놀고 싶지 let's party
I think it's funny how the city can go from instant chaos to turning just a corner, and then it feels like a small, quiet town. That's one thing I've had to get used to. Quite naturally, I am too loud for Japan standards. There's a lot of unspoken rules here that I've had to get used to. For one, being the subway. You're not meant to speak or have your phone volume on at all because it can be perceived as disrespectful. And I got used to that pretty fast. But another one that has been pretty hard, which is quite minor, but it's funny, is there's absolutely no jaywalking. Doesn't matter if there's no cars for miles to see, everyone here waits for the light. But I don't know, it's things like these that make Japan so unique to anywhere else in the world, and I'm quite enjoying it so far, and I'm excited to see more of it.
Another thing I've noticed here in my time in Japan is the colors. See, when I'm making my videos, that's one thing I take so much time on. because when it comes to filming, something as small as the colors can change the way the viewer feels. And in my videos, I always want to create the same feeling I had when I was exploring that country. And lately, Artlist has been making that much easier. Recently, they just came out with LUTs. And if you don't know what a LUT is, they are essentially presets you can put on your footage to give it a sort of look. With their massive library, I now don't have to take tons of time creating my own, but now I can just scroll and choose the one I want and easily apply it to my video. Seriously, I can't recommend this enough. And if this is something you would want to use, click the link in my description to get 2 months free off an annual subscription. Okay, back to the craziness where I of course had to check out the Electronic City. Alright, as this was my final night in the city, I had one thing left on my list that I needed to see.
Okay. This is pretty cool. I mean, most of the time when I'm traveling, I'm always talking about going to the places that are unseen and don't go to those touristy places, but I can't lie. Sometimes there's places that are just so good that I even gotta go. Like, this is pretty cool. I got a hot take here. I might get some heat for this one, but I think Tokyo Tower is cooler than the Eiffel Tower. It's pretty cool.
I have to say, even for some of the more weird countries I've been able to visit, Japan has to be one of the most unique ones I've experienced. With tiny little restaurants that could fit in a closet, to their very traditional culture, Japan has given me a new outlook on travel. As for the past few years, I've stayed far away from the touristy countries, as I felt they wouldn't be able to give me a new and intriguing experience. But as Tokyo has shown me, there will always be little gems hidden in every area around the globe.